Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله ورسوله أطيعوا الله ورسوله ولا تولوا عنه وأنتم تسمعون. ولا تكونوا كالذين قالوا سمعنا وهم لا يسمعون. إن شر الدواب عند الله صم البكم الذين لا يأكلون. ولو علم الله فيهم خيرا لأسمعهم ولو أسمعهم لتولوا وهم معرضون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه. يحول بين المرء وقلبه وأنه إليه تحشرون. واتقوا فتنة لا تصيبن الذين ظلموا منكم خاصة. واذكروا إذ أنتم قليل مستضعفون في الأرض تخافون أن يتخطفكم الناس. تخافون أن يتخطفكم الناس فآواكم وأيدكم بنصره ورزقكم من الطيبات. فآواكم وأيدكم بنصره ورزقكم من الطيبات لعلكم تشكرون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تخونوا الله والرسول وتخونوا أماناتكم. لا تخونوا الله والرسول وتخونوا أماناتكم لعلكم تشكرون. صدق الله العظيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا إنه هو السميع البصير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا. صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Okay. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Ba'da a'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So this evening, inshallah, we will be reading from the seventh juz of the Quran or para of the Quran. And we're at the, we will make the transition, inshallah, to Surah Al-An'am tomorrow evening, inshallah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. For this evening, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the, in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the verse ayah number 102, قد سألها قوم من قبلكم excuse me 101 يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تسألوا عن أشياء إن تبد لكم تسؤكم وإن تسألوا عنها حين ينزل القرآن تبد لكم عفى الله عنها والله غفور حليم قد سألها قوم من قبلكم ثم أصبحوا بها كافرين. This issue of questioning and asking questions, we've already touched on it before, because we have in the Qissatul Musa alayhi salam in Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this order to Banu Israel. So Musa alayhi salam, who is their messenger, their Rasul and their Nabi, so he comes to them, he says, وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَن تَذْبَحُوا بَقَرَةً قالوا. So when Musa alayhi salam, when he comes to Banu Israel and he tells them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered you to do the dhibh of a baqarah, of a cow, قالوا أتتخذنا هزوا. The first thing they do is ask a question. There's no sami'na wa ata'na. There is no we've heard and now we obey. The first thing they do is ask a question, and the question itself is completely disrespectful, because they're saying أتتخذنا هزوا. Are you taking us as a joke? Are you taking us as a joke? Are you making fun of us? Are you taking us lightly? Are you jesting with us? And then after this, now they keep asking, and we this is where we go through the qissa, or the story, where now the name of Surah Al-Baqarah is derived from. قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا. So they're constantly asking Musa alayhi salam, and the wording in which they use is they say قالوا ادع لنا. So make dua for us to your Rabb. They're not saying our Rabb, they're saying to your Rabb. يبين لنا. So, and to give us this clarification. So, and then later on, again in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is posing the question, أَمْ تُرِيدُونَ أَن تَسْأَلُوا رَسُولَكُمْ كَمَا سُئِلَ مُوسَى مِنْ قَبْلُ. That are you wanting to ask your messenger these questions? Are you questioning and questioning and questioning the same way that now Banu Israel, they questioned Musa alayhi salam? So now, again, this issue of raising questions is being brought to the forefront in Surah Al-Ma'idah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, oh, you who believe, meaning that this is a part of your iman, this whole issue of how, why, that this is part of our iman, that we don't, the true believer doesn't ask questions. So this is an aspect of our iman. Ya ayyuhan ladhina amanu la tas'alu an ashya. Oh, you who believe, do not ask about these things or these matters, that if they were changed, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala were to change them, then you wouldn't like it. It would be bad for you. And tas'alu anha hina yunazzalu al-Quran. And if you are asking this at the time in which these ayat are being revealed to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now could that they become changed. And in the very next ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning that what happened to those people in the past when they were asking these questions, that it ended up leading them into kufr. So now going from, because this aspect of their iman was not firmly in place, and they started asking the questions, how and why, and give us clarification, and how come. And so because of this, now that weakness and that deficiency in their iman ended up leading them into a state of kufr. And behind this, just as a bit of historical content here. The issue was is there's a Sahabi and he's asking Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam particularly about the Hajj and whether or not we're going to make Hajj. We're going to have to make Hajj every year. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is actually turning away from him. And this particular Sahabi asked this question three times. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bringing this ayah of Quran. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is receiving this wahi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and presenting this answer to that Sahabi and the rest of us by default as well. That do not ask for those things. Just do what I tell you to do. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made that very clear. Whatever Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, however he did it, just do it that way. What happens is when we start thinking that we are clever, and we become the victims of our own arrogance and our own ignorance, and we lose sight of this objective again, which is at the very end of Surah Al-Baqarah, sami'na wa ata'na. And even then, this I we have heard and we obey. This the sami'na aspect of it is pertaining to learning and teaching. So when you're learning something, this is that process of taking in information. So what is it I'm supposed to do? How is it that I'm supposed to do it? When I'm supposed to do it, etc., so on and so forth. All of these are I have to listen, and by listening, and there's a saying, that when your mouth is open, your ears are closed. So when we're listening and when we're learning, we'll find that we receive the information that is necessary for us. The problem is that when we ask questions, what we are doing is actually what we're saying is that Allah, that there is more information that I needed that you're not aware of, or you have you there's how do you say that they're implying that there is a deficiency in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is presenting in regards to the amr itself. So when the amr, the order or the prohibition is being presented, when people start asking questions or they want to add or take away, what they're saying is there's some deficiency there, and thus it needed me to come along and now to provide some clarification or ask for some clarification, because had I not done this, then we wouldn't understand what to do properly, meaning that there is some deficiency. And as we said before, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the very beginning of Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already said, at yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. It's done, it's perfect. The deen doesn't need anything from us except obedience. That's our whole prerogative. Our prerogative is whether we are going to follow Islam or not, whether we're going to follow the Quran and the Sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or we're not going to follow the Quran and the Sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because when we start asking questions and when we start assuming that my intelligence has some input now, and there's a better way of doing it outside of the Sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then what we are doing is we're treading off and we're establishing our own path, and thus we are diverging away from the Siratul Mustaqim. And the keen intellect of the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum can never be brought into question. MashaAllah. Just not just them, these are the chosen people by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the entirety of humanity, from Banu Adam, from the children of Adam. These are the people that after the Anbiya alayhim salatu wasalam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose specifically these individuals from amongst the children of Adam alayhi salam to be the Sahaba of Khairul Khalq, of the best of the entirety of creation, the final messenger, the beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So when we look and we see what was there in terms of adab, their um, their etiquette and their manners and their conduct in front of Allah, and their haya in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we see that they didn't ask questions. This is an amazing thing of deen when you're studying a hadith, that you would think that there's all these questions, how come this and why that, and just the inquisitive nature of the human being would come to the forefront, and they want clarification about this and clarification about that. But actually, the vast majority of the time, even when they're asked a question that they already know the answer to, they still took a step back and said, Allah wa Rasuluhu a'lam, that Allah and His Messenger know best, even though they know what the answer is, or they believe they know what the answer is. But it is that humility and that adab that stops them from opening their mouths, and they remain silent because they were so hungry for that knowledge. They were hungry to be able to learn, to be able to put it into practice. So even with them, there was this hope that through their silence, that they're actually going to learn something that they didn't know before, or they were going to get some more clarification about what they already know. So there is this, in and of itself, that is a keen intellect. That is wisdom. One thing is to be smart. You can be smart and you can be witty, but you can, in regards to wisdom itself, the application of knowledge, when to do, how to do, why to do. A person can be very intelligent and fall flat on their face when it comes to those matters which are related to wisdom itself. And in closing, mashallah. And in closing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the very end of Surah Al-Ma'idah, again, this issue of questioning again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings it back to the forefront at the very end of the surah. And this is where the name of the surah, Surah Al-Ma'idah, is being derived from. That إذ قال الحواريون يا عيسى بن مريم هل يستطيع ربك أن ينزل علينا مائدة من السماء. So now the Hawariyun, these are the, you could say that they're the companions of Isa alayhi salam. They are the helpers of Isa alayhi salam. So they ask Isa alayhi salam a question. Is it possible? Is it possible for, again, Rabbuka, your Rabb? Is it possible for your Rabb to send down upon us, or cause it to descend upon us, a ma'ida minas sama? So we want this table spread from the heavens. And they provide some clarification. They go like, this is the reason why we're saying it. But the thing about it is the reply that comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Isa alayhi salam, he makes the dua, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's reply is this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to them, قال الله إني منزلها عليكم. Without a doubt, I'm going to be the one that's going to send this down upon you. فَمَنْ يَكْفُرُ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ بعد منكم فمن يكفر بعد منكم. So the one who now goes into a state of kufr and ingratitude. Kufr means disbelief and ingratitude. بعد منكم, from after this, from amongst you. فإني أعذبه عذابا, that I, without a shadow of a doubt, certainly, indeed, surely, I am going to punish him. Adhaban, that type of a punishment that la udhabbihu, la u'adhibuhu ahadan min al-alamin, that I have not punished anybody before, min al-alamin, from all of creation. So what we get from this is that you're asking a question, and even you're providing clarification, and you're saying it's for this itminan and to increase in iman. And so you're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a miracle. And again, this is su'ul adab. Now you are stepping outside of the boundaries of etiquette. You're stepping outside of the boundaries of adab, and now you are asking. Your again, instead of sami'na wa ata'na, this asking aspect is coming to the forefront. And now you're posing this question: does Allah have the ability? Can Allah send down a table spread for us? And not only that, but when that question is asked, and those that transgression is being made, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, look, I will send it down, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does send it down. The issue is this: when we ask for something, we have to remember that what we are asking for, there is a price. Every blessing, every ni'mah fi hayat dunya, in the life of this world, it comes with a test. There is no exception to this whatsoever. Every blessing is going to come with some form of difficulty. And with this difficult, with the this blessing, this ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on Isa alayhi salam and his hawariyun, amongst those hawariyun, the issue is this: Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is now, per your request, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has now performed this miracle. You are now responsible for maintaining this level of iman and this level of taqwa and this level of gratitude, shukr and hamd of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is appropriate for having been privy to witnessing and taking part in this miracle sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What we're asking for, we should make sure that we're asking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for those things which are going to impact us fi dunya wa fil akhirah. whether it's iman, tawakkul ala Allah, whether it's taqwa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us forgiveness, rahmah, Allah, from amongst the things of the dunya. Oh Allah, give me, I want this wife, or I want this husband, or I want this job, or I want this money, or I want this house, or I want to go live in this place, or I want this status or position. Oh Allah, I want to pass this test. And a lot of these things, what ends up happening is the very thing that that person is asking for, when how many times does it happen that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually provides that thing and gives them that thing, it's that very same thing that ends up leading that person astray and causing them to go into the disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and moving them into a state of ghafla, heedlessness and obliviousness of the amr of Allah, and the injunctions and the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the prohibitions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have to be very careful what we're asking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what our needs are. And yes, Allah ta'ala, we've already gone over numerous ayat already where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying explicitly, make dua to me. But what we make dua for, how we make dua, there is a procedure for that. There is etiquette which is associated with that, and we need to make sure that we don't transgress those boundaries when we are making dua. And we have to be very careful not to again transgress those boundaries of sami'na wa ata'na, that our deen has been perfected for us, and it's not our intelligence is not necessarily in terms of asking how or why. That is not the best use of our intelligence. Actually, it becomes a form of dhulm, and we don't want to become like those who came before us, where they said sami'na wa asayna, that we have heard, and now they went into a state of ma'asi and isyan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guard us, guide us, forgive us of our shortcomings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also give us the strength and the ability to be able to raise our hands and to beg and plead only from Him, and to not associate any partners from Him beside Him, and to understand that all of our needs are only fulfilled by Him, and that all of our hopes and all of our dreams for dunya wa fil akhirah can only be provided for, and we can only attain them through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from using the very gifts that He has blessed us with as tools to transgress against the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our deen al-Islam and Shariatul Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy on all of us. اللهم اغفر لنا وللمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا جزاء. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, today I will be reciting the first quarter of the seventh juz. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذا سمعوا ما أنزل إلى الرسول ترى أعينهم تفيض من الدمع مما عرفوا من الحق يقولون ربنا آمنا فاكتبنا مع الشاهدين. وما لنا لا نؤمن بالله وما جاءنا من الحق ونطمع أن يدخلنا ربنا مع القوم الصالحين. فأثابهم الله بما قالوا جنات تجري من تحتها فيها الأنهار خالدين فيها وذلك جزاء المحسنين والذين كفروا وكذبوا بآياتنا أولئك أصحاب الجحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تحرموا طيبات ما أحل الله لكم ولا تعتدوا إن الله لا يحب المعتدين وكلوا مما رزقكم الله حلالا طيبا واتقوا الله الذي أنتم به مؤمنون لا يؤاخذكم الله باللغو في أيمانكم ولكن يؤاخذكم بما عقدتم الأيمان فكفارته إطعام 10 مساكين من أوسط ما تطعمون أهليكم أو كسوتهم أو تحرير رقبة فمن لم يجد فصيام 3 أيام ذلك كفارة أيمانكم إذا حلفتم واحفظوا أيمانكم كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته لعلكم تشكرون يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما الخمر والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل الشيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون إنما يريد الشيطان أن يوقع بينكم العداوة والبغضاء في الخمر والميسر ويصدكم عن ذكر الله وعن الصلاة فهل أنتم منتهون وأطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول واحذروا فإن توليتم فاعلموا أنما على رسولنا البلاغ المبين ليس على الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات جناح فيما طعموا إذا ما اتقوا وآمنوا وعملوا الصالحات ثم اتقوا وآمنوا ثم اتقوا وأحسنوا والله يحب المحسنين يا أيها الذين آمنوا ليبلونكم الله بشيء من الصيد تناله أيديكم ورماحكم ليعلم الله من يخافه بالغيب فمن اعتدى بعد ذلك فله عذاب أليم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقتلوا الصيد وأنتم حرم ومن قتله منكم متعمدا فجزاء مثل ما قتل من النعم يحكم به ذوى عدل منكم
منكم هديا بالغ الكعبة أو كفارة طعام مساكين أو عدل ذلك صياما ليذوق وبال أمره. عفى الله عما سلف ومن عاد فينتقم الله منه والله عزيز ذو انتقام. أحل لكم صيد البحر وطعامه متاعا لكم وللسيارة وحرم عليكم صيد البر ما دمتم حرما واتقوا الله الذي إليه تحشرون. جعل الله الكعبة البيت الحرام قياما للناس والشهر الحرام والهدي والقلائد ذلك لتعلموا أن الله يعلم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وأن الله بكل شيء عليم. اعلموا أن الله شديد العقاب وأن الله غفور رحيم. ما على الرسول إلا البلاغ والله يعلم ما تبدون وما تكتمون. قل لا يستوي الخبيث والطيب ولو أعجبك كثرة الخبيث فاتقوا الله يا أولي الألباب لعلكم تفلحون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تسألوا عن أشياء إن تبد لكم تسؤكم وإن تسألوا عنها حين ينزل القرآن تبد لكم عفى الله عنها والله غفور حليم. قد سألها قوم من قبلكم ثم أصبحوا بها كافرين. ما جعل الله من بحيرة ولا سائبة ولا وصيلة ولا حام ولكن الذين كفروا يفترون على الله الكذب وأكثرهم لا يعقلون. وإذا قيل لهم تعالوا إلى ما أنزل الله وإلى الرسول قالوا حسبنا ما وجدنا عليه آباءنا أولو كان آباؤهم لا يعلمون شيئا ولا يهتدون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا عليكم أنفسكم لا يضركم من ضل إذا اهتديتم إلى الله مرجعكم جميعا فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا شهادة بينكم إذا حضر أحدكم الموت حين الوصية اثنان ذوى عدل منكم أو آخران من غيركم إن أنتم ضربتم في الأرض فأصابتكم مصيبة الموت تحبسونهما من بعد الصلاة فيقسمان بالله إن ارتبتم لا نشتري به ثمنا ولو كان ذا قربى ولو كان ذا قربى ولا نكتم الشهادة الله إنا إذا لمن الآثمين فإن عثر على أنهما استحقا إثما فآخران يقومان مقامهما من الذين استحق عليهم الأوليان فيقسمان بالله لشهادتنا أحق من شهادتهما وما اعتدينا إنا إذا لمن الظالمين ذلك أدنى أن يأتوا بالشهادة على وجهها أو يخافوا أن ترد أيمان بعد أيمانهم واتقوا الله واسمعوا والله لا يهدي القوم الفاسقين يوم يجمع الله الرسل فيقول ماذا أجبتم قالوا لا علم لنا إنك أنت علام الغيوب إذ قال الله يا عيسى ابن مريم اذكر نعمتي عليك وعلى والدتك إذ أيدتك بروح القدس تكلم الناس في المهد وكهلا وإذ علمتك الكتاب والحكمة والتوراة والإنجيل وإذ تخلق من الطين كهيئة الطير بإذني فتنفخ فيها فتكون طيرا بإذني وتبرئ الأكمه والأبرص بإذني وإذ تخرج الموتى بإذني وإذ كففت بني إسرائيل عنك إذ جئتهم بالبينات فقال الذين كفروا منهم إن هذا إلا سحر مبين وإذ أوحيت إلى الحواريين أن آمنوا بي وبرسولي قالوا آمنا واشهد بأننا مسلمون وإذ قال الحواريون يا عيسى ابن مريم هل يستطيع ربك أن ينزل علينا مائدة من السماء قال اتقوا الله إن كنتم مؤمنين قالوا نريد أن نأكل منها وتطمئن قلوبنا ونعلم أن قد صدقتنا ونكون عليها من الشاهدين قال عيسى ابن مريم اللهم ربنا أنزل علينا مائدة من السماء تكون لنا عيدا لأولنا وآخرنا وآية منك وارزقنا وأنت خير الرازقين قال الله إني منزلها عليكم فمن يكفر بعد منكم فإني أعذبه عذابا لا أعذبه أحدا من العالمين صدق الله العظيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. اللهم صل على محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا